know.
I know. I'm like, what the hell?
I was like, you're trying to get us to cry.
Does that sound okay? Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Maria, a professional photographer from Houston, Texas. If you're here, it's because you're all about self-love, body acceptance, and probably might have a little bit of interest in photography. I specialize in photographing women and teaching them how to see themselves in a new way. My motto is, we can reclaim our bodies through photography. So if you enjoy what I have to say, you like what's around, don't forget to subscribe. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about how women's photography can empower you and change your perspective. It can be the difference between self-hatred and self-love. It is a way for you to begin to see yourself in a different way, an empowering way. And this is why women's portraiture is so important towards our healing journey and healing that relationship we have with our bodies. Not only will it change the way that you see yourself, but it can also improve your relationship with your own children. Just think about it this way. When you start to love yourself, you start taking care of yourself, you start hanging up photos of yourself, posting them on social media, and talking about yourself in a positive way, that's also gonna spread a message of self-love to your children. You're gonna begin to teach your kids that they need to speak to themselves with love and respect and know that they are worthy. Because you know what? Kids don't learn from you just expressing love to them. They're gonna learn from the behavior that you're modeling for them. And this is why it's so important to me that I bring this message to all women, all mothers, aunts, sisters. We have to change the way we're raising our girls. And that's gonna begin with you. You have to change the way that you speak to yourself in front of them. So let's make that the new rule. Let's change.
My name is Araceli Lopez. I'm 37 years old, and I heard about Maria because I'm her little sister. Maria's journey has been very interesting and been very amazing to watch, kind of from the outside. I've seen her evolution. When she had started with children when my niece was born. And it kind of started as a necessity, and her wanting to really just capture the memories with my niece, Isabella. Marabella is partly named after Maria and Isabella. That's how she came up with the name. So it's very much inspired by Isabella and kind of that motherhood journey. And as Maria has grown over the years in her photography, I mean, I remember the moment in which I realized, wow, you're a professional photographer. Like, you are a professional photographer. When I noticed her images just evolving, I remember distinctly having to point it out to her because I've always loved photography myself. So I felt that it was an important moment for her, and I let her know. And then the next, I think, evolution for her was when she decided to start Goddess Portraits. She had been doing photography with children and young preteen girls for a long time. And at a certain point, she realized that there was a need to capture the mothers of these young girls. The moms behind the scenes were always very self-deprecating and very negative. And that could in turn affect the well-being and the mindset of the girls and the way that the girls themselves perceive themselves. And so she decided to create Goddess Portraits, and I feel like it was a very natural step for her in her evolution. And I think one thing that I noticed that I think is very beautiful is how that evolution has also helped her in her own growth personally, because I've seen her change as her development of Goddess Portraits has moved forward. She herself has changed. I see her being back to being the same confident woman and strong, very charismatic female that I used to see her being when she was in her 20s. And I do feel like she had that period where she kind of lost herself. And now where she's at today, thanks to Goddess Portraits, I see her being back to being herself. And that's something that I think is always beautiful. My relationship with my body is actually a touchy subject. I have chronic illness, I have autoimmune disease and rheumatoid arthritis. So while I grew up being a very fit, athletic young woman, I really identified with that, As I've gotten older, I've lost even my ability to stand up and walk for very long. So for me, even just having to do simple things like doing my makeup, doing my hair, taking care of myself on a day-to-day basis is always a question from one day to the next whether I can do it. Just even taking care of my basics like showering and things like that. And so for myself, a portrait is part of my healing journey with where I am today. I've done a lot of self-work to be able to get myself to a place where I accept my limitations and I accept my body exactly as it is. I've had to do a lot of self-work in accepting that I'm never gonna be that person that I was when I was younger, and that, I'm also not gonna be that person that I expected myself to be able to be as I got older. I've had to come to a place of self-acceptance, and I think portraiture is a way of me embracing where I am here today, and just loving myself. And that's actually, I really love that about the work that Maria does. It allows people like me to kind of take that moment in time and pause and to practice that self-love.
Hi, my name is April. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm 34 years old. I found Goddess and Maria on Facebook. I was scrolling through, saw an ad, clicked it, and it wasn't one of those, all right, cool, I'm just gonna ignore that and whatever. I kept clicking and I joined the group, and I became a part of the community and all the women. It was just very interactive. I loved the atmosphere and everyone. The Goddess community is about women helping other women just to feel more confident, to grow and expand in not just feeling more beautiful, but just being more confident overall. The mentality of the group is not all just, you need to be better, you need to do better. It's not like that. It's you're perfect the way you are. You are great the way you are, exactly how you are. If you want to be better, great. And everyone in there just kind of encourages one another and inspires just the way we are. It's about accepting how great we are the way we already are. I wanted to work with Maria. I saw that she was looking for an assistant, and because I had already been a part of the environment in the group for about 6 months, I was like, this is a community I want to get even more involved in. And ever since, I have been, part of her day-to-day, seeing her actually in action, like it's made me more confident. Like I could only take a selfie of myself if I had already been 6 beers deep, at least. Now, I don't need a drink at all. I can just do it and I feel great. It's amazing to feel that way, and it's literally just been because of my experience in this group and with her. I have struggled with feeling comfortable in my body for years. Basically ever since I became a mother. Like that was the point. I had my second kid was 12 pounds. So I gained a lot of weight. I would lose a little bit, gain a little bit back. I've just never been comfortable. I don't wear things I like. I don't take pictures. I can't tell you the last time I bought myself an actually new outfit. It got really hard for me to feel okay taking the time for myself to put on makeup and everything, but even just doing a little bit each day, even if I'm just putting on foundation or just a little bit of mascara, I'm starting to feel better. It's about growing and just continuing, doing just one little thing a day to get where I used to be, where I want to be again. Every day is different, but every day is better. I want to do photos because it's been years since I have felt okay. The motherhood piece, like ever since my body changed, everything just carries differently. Nothing I ever expected, but because of the encouragement, the inspiration I have experienced since becoming a part of the Goddess community and the group, I want to transform that into photographs now so I can actually put that and see it, and just as a daily reminder. Not that I need it, but it wouldn't be bad to have, What Maria does for women, like I have literally seen just the change and just the people that have come into the studio ever since I've been here. I love it. I've seen just the positivity grow, and like women are literally glowing. You don't just have to be growing a tiny human to be glowing anymore. It's just about being in a group, like what she does and the message she spreads and the positivity that she spreads. It is electric.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, my name is Maria from Houston, Texas. Cut, Try that again. Okay, okay. Go back, okay.
Okay.
Does any of that make sense? Did that make sense to you guys, what I meant by that? Okay. All right.
Basically, okay, so I basically want to say is like this. I heard about Maria because I'm her sister.
Okay, well that's
That
the
was the
thing.
joke.
That's why I got confused.
What you
3, 2, 1.
In today's episode, I really want to focus. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. That was probably the longest intro.
I wanted to work Maria.
start over. It's fine. It's
It's fine, yeah.
Okay.
No worries.